Hello everybody. First I want to thank all of you for watching the videos and following me. I'm really quite surprised. I'm quite thrilled. And last week when we posted the pizza video, so many of you asked for the recipe for the dough, which we didn't show. I posted the recipe, but then people said, well, how do I put the dough together? So today I'd like to show you how to quickly make the pizza dough that I used in the previous pizza recipe. So the first step in making a pizza dough is to mix the dry ingredients. And the best way to mix the dry ingredients exactly is to measure them with a scale. And I have a scale right here, which I'm going to turn on. And if I put the bowl on like that, then it'll come out to 0. And what we need now is 406 grams of flour. I'm using what's called zero flour. I don't know if you can get it, but it has to do with the grind. Any strong bread flour will work just the same. So we want 406 grams exactly. So we want 406 grams, approximately. There we go, that's 406 grams. All right. The next ingredient that we want is salt and a little bit of sugar and some yeast. All right, so now we want 8 grams of salt. Whoop. See if we can get a little
That's good.
There we go, right on the button. 8 grams, we want to put that in. And then we want 4 grams of sugar. Look at that, exactly. Now, what I like to mix these things together, because some people say that the yeast is killed by the salt. It may be true, it may not. I feel like, why take the chance? And speaking of the yeast, we want 2 grams of instant yeast. So, too much.
Too much. Okay.
All right, we're going to put that in there like that. And we're going to mix that all around. Last thing that we're going to do is we're going to take 260 grams of cold water.
One question people ask.
Yes.
Will your hair fall into those flowers when you cook?
No, it never has. I don't have all that much hair
No,
left.
the hair on your hand.
Oh no, the hair doesn't come out. No one has ever been bothered by it.
Cool.
Okay, we're looking for 260 grams of water. Ooh, and a drop. And there you go. 260 grams. All you want to do is you want to take all this water and pour it all into this bowl. And I find, of all the different things that I have to mix, I find the chopsticks are the best tool to do this with. And if you come in close, you can see that you want to mix this until you get what we call a shaggy dough. And that's kind of what a shaggy dough looks like. It's not all together, but it's mostly together. Okay, it's very simple to do, very easy to do, all right? And now I'm gonna show everyone, before I do anything else, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get some soap, and I'm gonna wash my hands because I'm gonna knead the dough by hand. I'm gonna mix it here by my hand. And then with a clean hand, you wanna just get in there and push a little bit, because you want to get as much of the flour hydrated with the water as possible. And it's going to stick, and that's fine. That's fine. But you see how slowly it gets incorporated and it starts to come together in a mass. When you have the dough mixed to this consistency, okay, then you want to take a little olive oil and run it along the side of the bowl like that. All right, that's about a tablespoon. And then with oil hands now, you want to go in and knead the rest of the dry ingredients in, and they'll all come together, and everything will come off your hands because they're oiled, and you'll get a dough that looks like this. And then what I usually do, whoops, is I just roll it a little bit to work the flour in, right? And then if my assistant would pour a little bit of olive oil into that clean bowl, a little bit, that's good. Then what we want to do is we want to oil the bowl because the dough is going to rise. And then we oil the bowl of dough and we roll it around in the bowl. I give it a couple of turns to keep it into a tight little ball, and that's what it looks like. And we're going to cover it, and it goes into the refrigerator for anywhere between 24 and 48 hours, and some people even leave it in there longer. The longer you leave it for the first few days, the yeast has a chance to digest the sugars in the flour, and it gives off gas during the digestive process, and that was what makes the crust rise. So we'll come back in 2 days and I'll show you what the dough looks like.